Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. It's time for another look at Lewis Hamilton, or Sir Lewis Hamilton as he may soon be known. The news is he's going to be knighted by the Queen. It's not really shocking, but does he really deserve to be knighted? This is what we are going to look at today. So remember to subscribe, sit back, relax, and let's begin.
Welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport.
I still think that Lewis Hamilton is the most overrated Formula 1 driver in the history of the sport. Yes, he has become the most winningest driver in the history of the sport, but in that Mercedes, it would be a failure not to be the winningest driver ever, especially after 8 years with the team. The Mercedes dominance of the sport really can't be removed from Lewis Hamilton's legacy because there has never been anything like it. Teams have dominated the sport over a period before, but never by this much for so long. Now that he has a teammate who is mediocre at best, the last 4 years have become increasingly easy for Lewis Hamilton, taking the title long before the final race of the year. It's the main reason for my consistent disappointment with Formula 1 races. There's a 99% chance Lewis Hamilton wins even before the race starts. But there's no doubt he is a great driver. It takes a great driver to win 7 championships regardless of machinery. But any great driver in this car could have accomplished this feat. Fernando Alonso, Sebastian Vettel, Michael Schumacher, all could have mounted up this huge number of wins, possibly more. That is just a fact. Mercedes have won these championships as much as Lewis has. But 7 championships and a haul of broken records is good enough to be knighted. Sportsmen have been knighted for less. Sterling Moss, Jack Brabham and Jackie Stewart are the only other drivers to be knighted. All of them deserve it. He has done great things as a member of the British Empire. As a flag bearer alone, he's won more than most. When you think David Beckham has a knighthood for winning a lot less in his career, he never won anything for England. And 6 Premier Leagues with Man United, league titles for LA Galaxy, PSG and Real Madrid, and a new hairstyle every other week netted him a nice knighthood to add to the mantelpiece. Ryan Giggs, Frank Lampard and many other sports personalities have been knighted, but very few have achieved what Lewis Hamilton has in service to a sport. But if it is for his activism, then it is a bit of a stretch. And if he gets one, then Marcus Rashford should get 2. Lewis Hamilton at best is a social media activist. An activist when it suits his online profile. How many times has he preached about his eco-beliefs, only to be seen days later on a speedboat looking pensive? Marcus Rashford has really stuck his neck out on a line to stick it to the Conservative government. He has done something really good for people who struggle to get by. He embarrassed the British Prime Minister, admittedly not a difficult task. Hamilton says he wants to change things whilst opening a very exclusive vegan fast food joint in the most middle class parts of London and New York. Lewis Hamilton is a businessman who understands the power of social media for his own gain. His activism is for show only. Marcus Rashford deserves his MBE for what he has done to make sure millions of children get fed. Lewis Hamilton sold his private jet. Formula 1 also has issues with its image at the moment. All the kneeling and saying they want to change the perception of the sport, only for them to turn around and accept blood money from Saudi Arabia for a night race in 2021. It's difficult to say you're against racism, homophobia, sexism and everything else when you have races in Russia, Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, countries known for their issues with human rights. It's a bit hypocritical is all I'm saying. It's hard to say what the future is for Formula 1 at the moment, and if they will start putting more consideration into where races are held. This was just a short video that's probably going to get a lot of hate, but this has been a weird year, and this isn't that big a deal in the grand scheme of things. Hopefully everyone can chill for a little while and move on. I hope you enjoyed the video, more content coming soon. Leave a like, comment, share and remember to subscribe. I hope all is well and have a good one.